To be self-evident that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will they be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream that one day even the state of Mississippi, a state sweltering with the heat of injustice, sweltering with the heat of oppression, will be transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice. I have a dream. My four little children.
You're in tune to Reach the 96.1 on the FM band. And of course, it is a Tuesday. Turn up Tuesday, Owen. All right. And we go right into Make We Talk Tuesdays at this time, right here on Reach FM with Jeffrey Tavares.
Good morning, ISIS. Good morning. Welcome to Make We Talk here on Roots 96.1 FM, wherever you're listening and watching from around the world in the Eastern Caribbean. Let's get to work. It's a beautiful Tuesday morning. We're going to have a very robust discussion this morning. But before I get into my robust discussion this morning, I must say congratulations to former Minister of Transportation and former Minister of National Security, the Honorable Robert Bobby Montague. He got an award for his work during the whole transport and security from the Human Rights Organization of America. I must say congratulations to him. I also see where the president of Rwanda, in his tweet, I think, he said that I have closed over 600 churches. And you know why I close the churches, them? Because some of these so-called pastors and big shots, they need to go to Bible school. And even if they go to Bible school, majority of them, they become a pastor for one thing: to scam the poor, pauperizing church people. That's what they're going there for. They don't go in there to teach or to lead the flock to God. They're going there for one thing: to scam the poor, pauperizing church people. But I say to them, be careful, and I think the government of this country need to do what the president of Rwanda is doing. You know, I think they need to do that. Close some of the churches who you have these pastors, these horrid come up fly-by-night bishops and pastors who go around and scam poor people. That's all they do. They go around and scam. It's like how the governor general him go around and nyam. The governor general him just go around and nyam and open ceremonial thing. We don't know what him for. But him go around and nyam. Some of these bishops and pastors in this country, all they do is go around and trouble poor people, pitney. Because some of them, I don't know why they're inside of it. I need to know why are they in it. Because as far as I see it, they go to church and they collect the poor little pauperizing collection money. And before they put it down in the church kitty, just in case something happen, they don't do it. All they do, you hear, so they gone to some seminar, and you must address them. You know, I'm not saying all bishop and pastors is the same thing, but you must address them as Dr. This Metropolitan Premier Archbishop of the Holy Hill Zion Church. And if you don't address him as Doctor or his Right Honorable or Right Excellency, they don't feel good. You must address them as if Taika can't go to heaven. I know for a fact title can't go heaven. I can tell anybody that. So all of these bishop and pastors who have all of these vlim vlambarang behind the name or in front of the name, that not go heaven. So what the president of Rwanda is doing, I applaud him. It needs to be done in this country. It needs to be done in this country. The prime minister of this country needs to do something too. So all the Jamaica Council of Churches and the umbrella group of churches, like you can't call me, I can't give up my number. Because as far as I see it, majority of you all need to lock down. You don't mean poor people good. And the Jamaica umbrella group of churches along with the whatever of churches, them a bunch of hypocrites. You cannot talk about what the prime minister, what the government is doing in this country because what? All on is in the pocket of the prime ministers and the politicians in this country. Is it becoming in nobody's pocket? Freedom of speech? There's absolutely no way you can have an organization to speak out of what is going on in the country and they can't do it. Because what? They are all embedded with the politicians of this country. And the churches, the so-called bishop and pastors, them can't say nothing either. I don't know why it's so kind of for some of them. Anyway, make I behave myself this morning. The war is still going on in Ukraine because Vladimir Putin believes that he's the Don of all Dons. And all the others are Donovans. We're all afraid of Vladimir Putin. You see? Everybody afraid of Vladimir Putin. Because they're afraid that he may end up send off a nuke and maybe end the world, but he's not Lord Jesus. He's not Lord Jesus. But I say something, you know. Like I leave Vladimir Putin alone because we have a pandemic in this country. I see where the General Secretary of the People's National Party, Mr. Dayton Campbell, talking about the government have no security plan. Dayton Campbell, does the People's National Party have a arm? I am hearing something here, Mr. Beckford, please. I'm getting a feedback here from you. You have something on inside your home there? Your radio or something? Because I'm hearing myself back here and I'm not supposed to. Anyway, we need to wake up in this country because we have a pandemic in Jamaica. We have a pandemic. I don't know why am I getting a feedback here. Mr. Beckford. Okay, good. We need to wake up in this country. And if we don't wake up in Jamaica, because all of these politicians don't have a plan for the security of this country. They don't. And if we do not stand up for our fundamental rights and telling that we put them there, we're going to continue. It's going to continue, and it's going to continue until we wake up. It's going to continue. No better barrel, no better herring. No better barrel, no better herring. And we better do it quick as possible. And we better do it quick
as possible.
Anyway, I need to get on with what I come on the here to talk about.
I need to
And stop renting on the record. There is something going on, Mr. Beckford. There is something going on with your system there, because I'm hearing about myself. Do you have something on there that giving me a feedback?
No, not at all. I'm wondering if it's probably the phone.
All right. Do you have the YouTube on your phone at the same time when you're talking to me in Zoom? Anyway, this morning we have Mr. Beckford. He is a Pan-Africanist activist. He's a politician. I saw he post something on Facebook that drew me to him. We're talking about we want to go republic. A majority of us don't know that our colonial masters is the one who print the Jamaican dollar. It is being printed in London by a company named Della LaRue Currency Limited in London. And they have been printing the Jamaican currency since 1920. The question that I want to ask everybody who is talking about going republic, I'm not saying I'm against it, no. I am all for it. But what I want to ask everybody, when this beloved island of ours go republic, you see, when we go republic, is it that London going to continue printing out the Jamaican dollar? Because if we want to come away from the colonial masters, everything has to cut. Mr. Beckford, you are the one who did the research on the whole currency issue. So tell me what is your views on all of this, sir?
Well, I think that
I can hardly hear you. You hold on there for me. Your connection is not good. I can hardly hear you. Go ahead. Try again.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you now. Yes. Your background dark like midnight.
Yes.
We're talking to Mr. Beckford, a Pan-Africanist activist. / I think he said he run for independent candidate for Central Westmoreland. He's from the parish of Westmoreland, where I'm from. Go ahead, sir.
Yes.
Mr. Beckford, hold on there for me. Your connection is bad. Your connection is bad. I gotta do something here. Miss Isis, can you take a quick commercial break for me, please? We're gonna take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back here and make we talk. We're gonna sort out some
live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will they be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream that one day, even the state of Mississippi, a state sweltering with the heat of injustice, sweltering with the heat of oppression, be transformed into an oasis of freedom and justice.
Hi, I'm Sharon.
Hi, I'm Marcia.
I'm Adrian. Join us this and every Wednesday morning for Extraordinary Abilities on Roots 96.1 FM. Join us for news, views, and interviews with extraordinary people. Extraordinary Abilities every Wednesday morning, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. on your extraordinary radio station, Roots 96.1 FM. It's gonna be fun, informative, and educational, but most of all, it will be extraordinary.
Yes, it's the Math Club Radio Show every Thursday on Roots FM 96.1.
The show will start 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Students, teachers, and parents will be on the show.
Well, no one should miss the show. They will give out prizes every week. Prizes, we love prizes. It's the Math Club Radio Show every Thursday on Roots FM 96.1.
Denise, Isis Miller with Rootsology, which is the in-week thriller from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Miss Harry said it never go to all weekend. We have food for thought, your health is a well, then love bus, that is a must. I know, idiot thing that. Yeah, we close it off at the end of the week with Fire Friday, which are the talk of the street. Rootsology, me say ya Rootsology. Rootsology, me say ya Rootsology. Isis Miller.
Oh, Jesus.
Get the real inner city community news. You can do all that and more on City Beat, Monday to Friday at 12:45 p.m. on Roots 96.1 FM. City Beat puts you in the know and keeps you rocking in a world of knowledge. So let City Beat catch you on Roots 96.1 FM, Monday to Friday at 12:45 for City Beat. City Beat is the pulse of the city, so don't miss it. Monday to Friday at 12:45 p.m. on Roots 96.1 FM.
I have a dream that one day this nation will rise.
Welcome back to Make We Talk here on Roots 96.1 FM. Mr. Beckford, are you hearing me now? Mr. Beckford? I think we're having some internet issue here with him. So, if you can call me, Mr. Beckford, please call me. The number that you have for me, please call me because I can't hear you or anything like that. So if you can call me, please call me the number I gave you.
Anything. Hello.
If you can call Mr. Beckford, please do. We're here on Make We Talk on Roots 96.1 FM. Mr. Beckford, if you can hear me, please call me on the number I gave to you because your internet is not working properly, sir. We're here on Roots 96.1 FM, the voice of the inner city. We're speaking about Jamaica's currency. If we have to, we decided that we want to go independent. So if we're going to go independent, not independent, republic, the Jamaican dollar is being printed by colonial masters in London. Is it that when we go republic, all of that will stop? The question needs to be asked. Mr. Beckford, I see you still there. Are you hearing me, sir? Then there is something wrong with your internet issue, sir. Something is wrong with the internet because I can't hear nothing that you're saying either. So call me on the number I gave to you, please. We're having some technical difficulties getting the gentleman who is supposed to speak about the Jamaican dollar being printed in London, and also if we are going to go republic, are we still going to use the British monarch or whatever? Because the company that owns the printing, that prints the money for Jamaica, it is owned by the royal family, and okay, I'll do that. Mr. Beckford, if you can hear me, please log out and log back in. Please come off Zoom all together and come back on. Okay? We are having some technical difficulties getting the gentleman in. So what we need to do as individuals in this country, we need to ask the powers may be who decide that they want us to go republic, is it that when we go republic, all our problems will stop? Is it that when we listen to me? I am not saying that I'm against it. I'm not against it. But there are some housekeeping that we need to do. And one of the housekeeping that we need to do, one of the housekeeping that we need to do is to literally ask the question, why is it that we still have our money being printed by the colonial masters and we want to get away from them? If we want to get away from our colonial masters, then we must get away from them altogether. A lot of Jamaicans doesn't know that the Jamaican currency is being printed in London. Majority of us don't know anything about it. We don't know anything about it. And we need to ask questions from the powers may be of all of this thing. Is it that we have to have a referendum where Jamaicans understand what is why are we going republic? And why we want to have a referendum? We all need to know certain things. And is it that when we go republic rather, is it that all our crime issue will stop? I see wherein some clergymen are calling on the government to resume hanging, to resume corporal punishment. And I'm all for it. You can't break into Miss Matty's house. Do what you feel like to with Miss Matty and kill her. And then you're going to go into prison and languish away in prison and eating taxpayers' money while the family is out here mourning for Miss Matty. We need to resume hanging in Jamaica. Is it that when we go republic, we're going to say, okay, we're going to resume hanging? And when we go republic, is it that we're going to say bye-bye to the Privy Council and adopt the Caribbean Court of Justice? Those are the questions that need to be answered by the powers may be. Is it that when we go republic, members of the diaspora can vote, or members of the diaspora can elect a senator to represent him in the House of Parliament? Because right now, the diaspora don't have a say in Jamaica and how Jamaica is to be run. But yet politicians will travel length and breadth to get diaspora money to run election in Jamaica. So we need to find out that when they're going to amend and draft our constitution, because we're going to go republic. When they're going to amend and draft our constitution, is it that the constitution is going to allow senators to elect? For instance, the Prime Minister say, okay, I'm going to vet Jeffrey Tavares as Minister of National Insecurity and Injustice. Is it that the senators are the one are going to ask Mr. Tavares all sorts of questions if he can become the Minister of National Insecurity and Injustice? Or is it that they're going to end up the same hole where all their friends can come in and become members of hierarchy and nyam poor people money? Mr. Beckford, are you hearing me now, sir? Mr. Beckford? We're having problem with you. Mr. Beckford, are you hearing me? I am not hearing you at all. I'm not hearing you at all. There's something wrong with you, you know. Something wrong with your connection, man. Unmute your mic. Are you hearing me now? But I can't hear you. You're very low. Oh, God. Is it that we are going to continue the same old, where we have a governor general, a ceremonial governor general? So are we going to have a ceremonial president too? Because if that is the case, it makes no sense we go republic. Mr. Beckford, are you hearing me now, sir? But I am not hearing you. The connection is not good. So if you can call the number I gave to you, then call the number, then we can talk, sir.
All right, definitely. What is
Okay, I'm hearing you now.
Repeat it?
I'm hearing you now.
You're hearing me now?
Yes.
Oh, great.
Okay, the question I'm asking you, you did a research on the whole currency issue, where if Jamaica go republic,
Yeah.
is it that we're going to continue having London printing our money? Go ahead and speak, sir.
Well, hopefully not, but we don't see the government actually implementing measures to take over the printing of our currency. We do not see them having any intention of doing so. They have redesigned the currency, but they have said nothing about printing it in Jamaica. So I don't think that they have the intention to move forward to liberate our economy and liberate our currency, because we simply cannot have that measure where we're printing our currency overseas. It doesn't make sense. It poses a national security threat because we're open to counterfeiting. We're open to them printing our currency for whatever we use. Our currency can go to England. It's only the fact that we are following it now. But then like we should be moving forward.
Mr. Beckford, hold on for me. I am not hearing you at all. I am not hearing you. It is going in and out. Your internet issue, your audio is crappy. I'm gonna type you a message on the Zoom link, so you can call me on that number, please. If you can hear me, call me on 782-8235. 782-8235. Call me on that number. All right? We're trying to get a hold of Mr. Beckford to have a proper audio. I don't know what's going on with his phone. Call me at 782-8235. We have a problem in this country where the people need to be educated some more. Our people need to be educated some more of we becoming a republic. We having a referendum. We drafting a new constitution. And that's what my good friend Dudley is asking. Are we going to have a ceremonial president? If that's the case, it makes no sense to go republic then. Is it that the members of the diaspora are going to have somebody represent them in the Senate? I mean, we need to ask questions. We need to figure out, how are these leaders going to continue leading us? Because our forefathers draw a constitution that was meant for the people of Jamaica. The constitution was meant for the politicians who can amend the constitution to suit themselves. The people of Jamaica need a constitution to suit ourselves. And for the people, by the people. And everybody calling on Queen Elizabeth to apologize. I am not saying she mustn't apologize for the atrocity of slavery, you know. She needs to apologize for the atrocity of slavery. But the politicians in Jamaica need to apologize for the atrocity that they caused on the people of Jamaica. We can name all of them. We can name the Coral Gardens killing. We can name the Exingnia King injustice that that little girl faced. We can name the Tivoli Garden, the burning of the Eventide home. We can name the massacre that goes on up by Warwick Hill. So before we call on other people to apologize, we must clean our backyard. Our backyard need cleaning. And we, the people of this country, it's full time for us to stop this PNP and JLP thing and stand up for the country. Stand up for the poor, pauperizing people of the country. And the massacre of the 1980s war. Why Prime Minister Andrew wants to come apologize and Mark Golden apologize for 1980? But you know, Carlin and Queen for apologize. Apologize for what? Prime Minister Andrew Holness and Mark Jefferson Golden apologize on the behalf of the Jamaica Labour Party and on behalf of the People's National Party to the people of this country. We're going to make poor people more poorer. Where police believe because their hand lies behind the trigger of a gun, they can go into the inner city and treat poor people how they feel like treat poor people. Don't get me wrong, you know, because some of the inner city people, they need to haul and pull up. When the security forces believe, because some of these police officers go inside of the police force, you know, for revenge. Some of them inside there to revenge the killing of somebody else. What sort of background check does the JDF or the JCF does to people who want to enter the security forces in this country? The security forces are corrupt. And the corruption stink more than Riverton Dump. We're not talking about want the Queen to apologize. The politicians of this country need to apologize to the people of this country. In the 1990s, under the People's National Party, they took up some mad people from the length and breadth of Jamaica and went down to Alpart in St. Elizabeth and dumped them in there. And I thought, think come out of it. When we're talking about apology, apologize for that. Apologize for the burning down of the Eventide home. Politics has wrecked this country. Politics has made Jamaicans' life even more hard. You're talking about apology, the Queen must apologize. I am not saying the Queen mustn't apologize, you know. But whosoever is calling the Queen to apologize, you all need for them to apologize for the poor, pauperizing people of this country. Too much is going on, man. You're talking about apology. We need a commission of reconciliation, what they call it, I forget what they call it. And some of these commissions are put on by their friends and followers. In the 1980s, the 1980 election in this country, Jamaica nearly come out into a civil war. Then after that, they want to have the Tivoli Garden encroaching, they want to call it. And how many poor people in Jamaica died in Tivoli Garden? Politics again. How many poor people died in Walker Hill when the late Minister of National Insecurity and Injustice, Dudley Thompson, came out and said, not Dudley Thompson at Roots FM, came out and said there wasn't any angel at Green Bay? Huh? And when you do the whole background check of that thing, was some poor, pauperizing young men. We're talking about my band comes my mother pain piece of me a pain piece of me a JLP. Wake up! Jamaicans, wake up! Before we call anybody to apologize to us. Before we call anybody to apologize for the atrocity of slavery. We are under slavery same way. We are under slavery same way. Because if a policeman stop you, we have this thing more want bass, sorry me bass. They are the servant of the people of this country. And some of these police officers believe that the taxpayer gun belongs to them. Some of you are doing a very good job, you know. Don't get me wrong. Some of you are doing a very good job. But you have some inside there as corrupt as corrupt. And in order for this country to go forward, in order for this country to go where we can live and work in a society, because you have a governor general, you know, all him talk about is a vision to live and work in 2030 in a way. In a corrupt, in a corrupt, infected country. We're an organization in this country, a government entity in this country. Listen to me, don't make I start this morning, you know. The corruption in Jamaica. If the Prime Minister of this country really want to fight the corruption and want to fight crime in Jamaica, then go to Parliament and pass legislation that anybody, any one of the politicians is caught with their hands in the public kitty. Why not think so much scamming going on in Jamaica? Because the young people, they believe that if some people can get away with certain things, then they can get away with it too. May God help this country. We need some stiffer legislations in Parliament. You have a Minister of Justice who he only talk when him feel like talking. Minister Delroy Chuck, have you amended the law pertaining that if a person have a bogus passport, is not $100 for it, sir? The fine is $100. A notorious criminal in this country went over to another country and come back with a bogus passport, and he was only charged $100. 100 Jamaican dollars from Wapi kill Philip. And until now, the Minister of Justice, the Honorable Delroy Chuck, hasn't gone to Parliament to pass a legislation pertaining to it. But no talk, we don't want to fight corruption and crime in Jamaica. I don't think we don't want to fight in the corruption and crime in this country, you know. When poor people, if they go down to Hanover Street, down by the PART program, to get a PART money by the Ministry of Labour, the poor people in this country Some of the ladies and some of the men, our grandfathers and grandmothers, can hardly walk. And those people over the Ministry of Labor believe that it's not our tax dollars pay them. They treat the poor people who come down there for the little money as if they are nothing. And why is it that the Ministry of Labor can't send the tracking number to the people on phone? Why not have to go down there? And when they go down there, you have some security guard who only go to secure, but them they give instruction. You have some security guard on the Ministry of Labor. When people go down there to ask questions about the little chip and halfpenny, we call someone and give the people them. The security guards and the receptionists at the Ministry of Labor treat the poor people as if they are nothing. But they must remember, you know, that we the people put them there. And we the people have the power. There is absolutely no way in 21st century Jamaica, if you're getting the money from your family overseas, a tracking number is being sent to your phone. So Minister Samuda, why is it that a tracking number cannot send to the part program people on phone? To go to whatever money transfer place to call it local trip and tape. You can't buy it in a dirty girl. It can't buy it in a mackerel. And the same money that go downtown Kingston for go try to get local money. By the time I come back in the Harvard Street, the money done. The money done. I'm not talking to love poor people. I don't have 2030 vision. For where? If you all cannot, in 21st century Jamaica, if the Ministry of Labor cannot find a way to send the tracking number, then something is wrong. The same way you have the Transport Authority, who collect the poor pauperizing taxi drivers their money. And tell them if they come back how much weeks after. You're telling me at the minute that the Transport Authority don't have the mechanism. When you pay your money, you get your license same time? Why you have to come back? Why do you have to come back? The managing director, Mr. Woodard Hilton, I need to hear from you, sir. The poor pauperizing taxi drivers, they need help. I have some of the presidents them for the taxis association, they must go sit down because them mean them not good. The presidents for the taxis associations, they don't mean the taxi drivers no good. Some of them. Some of the taxi presidents them. God don't sleep. God Almighty don't sleep. Be careful what you're doing. Be careful what you're doing. Good morning. Welcome to Make We Talk. Good morning, Mr. Steve. Welcome to Make We Talk, sir. Hello?
I hear you with you.
Hello, Mr. Steve.
I hear you talking about the president.
I'm not hearing him at all. Hello? Hold on for me, sir. Hold on. Yes, sir. Go ahead. I think I'm hearing you now. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, I hear.
Pardon me? Yes. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Mm-hmm. So tell me something now, Mr. Taxi Operator. How much is it for a road license? Because I mean, it's all $80,000 or $100,000 for road license. Mm-hmm. Oh, for the according to Ratcliffe Lewis, they don't fly. Well, I have been getting some calls and some emails that people that charge taxi drivers all $80,000 and $100,000 for road license. Yes. Hmm. I hope that lady who had called me is listening this morning, you know. Because I am speaking to a taxi driver who know about this thing, know that the road license for $15,000. Lord have his mercy. I have to now get in contact with Mr. Hilton or Miss Petra Keen to tell me what's going on, to really come out and tell us. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. Right. Mm-hmm. Yes. God have his mercy, dear God Almighty. You know. Go ahead. Well, the call that I got, you know, they said that they had a car, must be some AD wagon. What's an AD wagon? Well, the person said they must give either. Okay. Hmm. Lord have his mercy. You know, I said this morning, and I know when I come off here, I'm going to get some calls or some emails or some WhatsApp pertaining to it, but I don't care. It's full time. The Minister of Transportation, the Minister, Manayard Adlishaw, organized that these presidents of these taxis association must join one umbrella. One umbrella. And they have sub vice presidents all over the country, but no president for this or president for that. It can't work. Paul, are you still there with me?
Yeah.
What is your views on that, sir?
You know, I have to say that I remember when his association was up. You know, I believe it was a good idea then to say, okay, farm put taxes in a grouping. Because if I'm not mistaken, it was like one time, years, I don't remember. If I'm not mistaken, Mr. Edgerton Newman can enlighten me about it. A little girl from down in Sud, if I'm not in Sud High School, was kidnapped or killed, something like that. And him say it was a taxi man.
Mm-hmm.
Then we come up with a thing, say, okay, each taxi man must have a badge. So when somebody go inside the car, them can recognize it was Harry and Chanta. Because you know sometimes people have a car and their friend go out and do wrong things with it and do things. Then the umbrella association was NATO then. And NATO come up with it and say, okay, put taxi on the umbrella where taxis have groups so you can identify the driver, you can know the car and those things. But everybody take it for a home thing now, like you have some church and the pastor in the church and find out say, okay, because my deacon him not getting no money, I pass alone I get the money. So him grab half of the members out of the church and he'll start his church to collect his money. That is why you have so many presidents. And it is a corruption through the politics too. Because we can jump up a money and say, okay, I'm going to open an association and we start from 2030. Even just want to collect people money. You have no president who come out who pay president. I'm talking about the president who collect money when February come, March come, April come, and May come. You have none of them who come out and defend no taxes levels. Because the corruption was run, if a president come out and talk too hard, but you say tomorrow there is no more president. Understand? So that is just a corruption running in the transportation sector.
My God.
Understand? It's very sad that most of these presidents, them is just like, how do I describe them? Just extortionists. Frontline duty. We don't use bottom line. That type of frontline. Extortionists. Because I collect my money today, and the year start, I collect my money now, and then I hear nothing about nothing until next year this time.
So hold on there now. Is only this time road license give out?
From February to March, April. When I do give out right through the year.
So how that happen if someone some give out during time there or whatever?
No, transport authority road license finish, if I'm not mistaken, 31st of March, something like that.
Oh.
Yeah, sometimes those times the road license finish. So when it finish, it means that you have to renew. So this is the time.
Yeah, where most 95% of people renew them road license. Like if you get a new license, you can get it right through. Have a season.
Oh.
This time of year.
So it's only this time of year. It's only this time of year. It's only this time of year that the presidents they know the poor pauperizing taxi drivers. Then that's what you're saying.
Yeah, because the poor pauperizing taxi man them have to carry the money from
The president them now. The president association is like a paper.
So what?
that is the only thing them do. Collect your own paper at the
Office and carry to transport authority into a bulk. Nothing more.
But caller. So you're saying to me, throughout the year afterwards, the license give out. Then the business taxi man them anymore.
I'm not care nothing about you.
alright. Look on it.
You on the radio and you have ears all.
You ever hear that a taxi man get killed and nothing, and you know president come out and talk about it?
The only president may talk about is Edgerton Newman.
Right. And Edgerton Newman is not a paid president. You don't get no pay. Because this association is not an association as yet. Understand, it was a lobby group. So you can come out and lobby, but
When you into an association like a route association, everybody have to come.
root association to go with transport
Authority. So me have to pay if a 10,000 them charge
and
in amount the association charge, I have to pay them just to push through my paper. Carry my paper from the office.
the transport authority and carry back. Just that I have to pay them for it.
Oh Lord.
Nothing more.
Caller, we have to continue the discussion again because
Yeah, but because I corruption around the system.
Very hard.
okay.
Yeah, very hard.
Well, I'm out of time on my program today, caller. Thanks for calling.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you very much. That's a member of the taxi association in Spanish Town. He's a well-renowned individual. He's outspoken like myself. And I'm pretty much sure people who hear his voice know who I'm talking. You know, I am just going to say thank you all for listening to Make We Talk here on Roots 96.1 FM. We did not get the gentleman to come on to speak about, you know, the Jamaican currencies that is being printed by our colonial masters in London. But we talk about other things. And I just want to say this again. Minister Carl Samuda, you're the Minister of Labor, the Minister of Labor. The Ministry of Labor in Hanover, downtown Kingston, Hanover Street. Some of the people them down there need customer service skill. They need to know how to talk to people and send the tracking number to the poor people who need the help. And some of them come down there and can't get any help from them. I must say congratulations to Minister Robert Bobby Montague once more for getting his award, the Medal of Award, or some medal he got for service that he did within the Ministry of National Security and the Transport Ministry. And he's doing an excellent job in Western St. Mary. Morning, Antitem. Morning. This is Jeffrey Tavares saying thank you all for listening to Make We Talk until next week. Returning to the studios of Roots 96.1 FM. Thank you.
I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal.